Good morning, folks. Welcome back. We are going to keep working today on our warehouse robot underground fight arena, and I think we might actually finish it today. We'll try. Um, let's see where we get to. First thing I got to do is fix these support beams. I really want I beams, and I think we just need to bite the bullet and make I beams. So let's start with that. I'm going to edit it, and we're going to go here, and we're going to add a loop that way. I'm just gonna try to do them all at once, I think. Loop that way. Loop that way. Cool. That way. That way. And then we'll continue the same structure this way. That way. Gonna try to make all of our eyes line up. Okay, I think that. Oh, and then they're not gonna line up. Those will be different from those, but that's okay. It's fine. Okay, so we can select that, 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 this, 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 and this, right? Is that all of them? Oh, I guess we need to do the center one here too. Wow. Damn, I'm going to have to reselect them all if I do that. We'll do it in a minute. Just keep track of our numbers. Okay, so we're going to bevel. Um, 0.16. Okay. Then we're going to Alt E. Normals. Minus 0.25. Does that work? That looks like that works. Let's see. Too much. Normals. So we got a little bit of separation. Minus 0.15. That looks right. So it's 1615. Okay. So we can grab this. Okay, here. Did I go down the middle? Looked like it moved. Great. Select those. Control bevel 0.16. Alt E on normals minus 0.15. And now we can mirror and apply. And I think, yeah, now we have what look like I-beams kind of everywhere. I just think that's going to be that's a much cooler look. It kind of fits better with our idea. Let's take a look. Yeah. Yeah, that's just cooler. There are other ways to make I-beams, and again, it doesn't look like it's totally symmetrical, maybe, but you know what? Good enough for what we're doing here. I'm okay with that. Okay. And save, and let's keep going. That was easy. First step done. I'm going to turn off the roof and the people. By people, I mean robots. And So let's see what we got. I'm into this. I don't know we're going to look up the ceiling much. We might want to put some. Well, let's do it. Let's see. Tab and 3. Okay, cool. Mesh, cube. Let's turn our roof back on. Okay, so that does touch up to our ceiling. I like that. I don't even mind that it goes over. Want to do something fun to it? And we could. What the heck? There we go. Normals. And like that. Something like that. Yeah, it looks all right. Okay. Turn off our ceiling again. I think we're just going to aim. Alt-D, GY. That's pretty close. Alt-D, GY. And then Alt-D, GY. Could have just done that one set, but I could have replicated, but whatever. Okay, and let's grab them and mirror them. So now we have structures connecting that to the ceiling. And that feels like a good idea. So let's go with it. And then we're going to make them all. Control L, link materials. And now it should be distress hall. Yes. Okay, cool. And I want to go now. I'm just going to change my sky to get rid of the other one. Oh, well, okay, we'll just do it this way. Change our sky. World. Colorize. Use solid color. Solid color is going to be white again, just while we're modeling. Come on. Why are you not? Okay. There we go. So now we can jump back and forth too, because we can just turn off use solid color. See our regular, and then use it and come back. Okay. But I think that that's already looking way better, giving us what we want. Now I want to start just throwing some stuff in these corners. Let's get rid of that. And I have not used my tarp objects in a long time, so let's go with some tarp covered objects. Clear. These are things I made a long time ago now, but they're kind of fun just to like use for bits. Just to sort of show that it is a warehouse. And we'll do a few other different ones too. And long one. Is this a longer one? Yeah. There we go. A couple of those. Cool. And Throw some dupes on here. There we go. That's cool on that side. I like that. And we're going to work fast, and then we're going to come back and probably do tightening in. So like, even though it seems like we're getting there real quick, I think we'll be all right. Kit Bash 3D. Is there anything in Future World we want to use? This has got some fun stuff sometimes. Let's see. A couple tires here, maybe. I'm going to fill up this space, basically. Come on. We've definitely used these before too, and stuff, but that's fine. I'm gonna rotate it, put it down here. We mostly may not see this stuff, but I kind of like having it. It just makes me happy to do this stuff. Let's put it right up against the wall. I don't know why, but I just feel like it adds to me just a sense of reality that helps me with the designing other stuff too. Let me put some palettes in here. No, that's too big there. Maybe we put that. This actually could be cool. Kind of more up here in this corner. Sure. Some of that there. I'm into that. Let's just maybe RZ3, RZ -2, RZ1, RZ -4. There we go. So they're slightly off angle, which I think will just help us. Okay. And now, here's just an empty palette, which we could throw in here. It's the same palettes from before as the other one. Hey, Zach. Into that. Cool. I like that corner. Now, let's see if we can do it. Maybe this is a cool looking tank here. Let's see. I like that. We're going to do it multiples this time so I can. There we go. Couple of those. Let's just take a look, see what it looks like materials wise. Cool. Yeah, I mean, like nothing complicated, but fun. Let's duplicate all these actually. Up on top. So we just get a little bit of height. I think that'll be good too. Looks like I got it about right. That seems good. Save. Okay. And then I'm just kind of throwing everything but the kitchen sink in here too, just to sort of give us a vibe. Depending on the angle we're looking at, I like it. Now, this is an actual container I could use. See if it'll fit. Yeah. We could make our own, but these are the kind of things that I'm like, eh. And again, although these are sci-fi, so it's not exactly in a film environment, someone would buy these. They wouldn't make brand new ones. So it's okay to use pre-existing stuff because pre-existing stuff would get used. Let's see, 3.5. Cool. Oh, well, that one can't go there because we got the pole in the way. And that's the reason why these things are good to have. I helped our set deck team on Hollywood Arts work out their storage locker for their space. And it was interesting because you got to deal with like all this sort of stuff. It was fun. So I kind of built a warehouse space for real life and helped them like measure it and design it and stuff. Then I handed it off to a real set designer, but it was neat to do. Okay. Okay, so it's not touching anything. I'll bring it in this way just a little. There we go. So all those are taking up space. And again, let's duplicate at least this one and this one. Alt D, GZ. That feels pretty good. Cool. Now, I think I'm just going to use one of these doors too. These are cool. And it will save me having to model a whole other door. Let's see. It's kind of big though. Bigger than I expected it to be. I could shrink it down. So maybe we don't want that one there because we don't want to block our door. Is it open? Oh, I thought I had a door. Oh, we'll get it one that does. I don't want it open. Okay. Goodbye. All right. Okay. This one's got a door and some color too, so we'll use it. And location. Is it? Yeah. Okay, I see. Alt P, clear parent. Get rid of that. And that. And where's our door? There it is. GY. Back to here. Cool. It's still high. Although we could just get rid of those windows on that side there. Might not be a bad idea. Let's scale it down a little bit. Okay, I like that. And then I think what that means we need to get rid of these windows. Oh, sorry. Control L, let's grab them all. Good. And then we can just come back and fill this back up again. Fill. 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 I might look let's see, because I may have to re-UV that, which could be a pain in my ass, but let's see. No, it's fine. Probably wouldn't have windows around those things too, as I'm thinking about it. Let's keep going. This one, this one. I'm just going to mirror it. We'll do all 4 of these. Or go this way, I guess. That one's pretty good. We'll get rid of that. We'll stay even. And then that. X. Vertices. Cool. Now we got to go back through and just fill them back in, which is a pain in my ass, but whatever. Fill. Fill. Cool. Exciting. I find this is how I do it though. You're like, you do kind of an idea and then you're like, oh wait, I have to fix it to match reality. But the idea comes first. So like the windows, I think if I had tried to like, oh, where should windows be really accurately, it wouldn't have been as good as just putting windows in and then removing them later. I don't know. You may design differently than I do on that though. We're getting there. I also kind of like having less windows. And honestly, I have seen structures that just ignored that internal thing and just has windows all around. So that's not necessarily wrong. I just think this will add a little bit more interest. So like how it was before wasn't wrong and could certainly have been left that way. But now we have a more interesting looking structure because we have changed it. Okay. And I'm a big fan of more interesting whenever we can. Mm-hmm. Nice. Like the door. Kind of just do a little walk around here. Our windows. Feeling pretty cool. I think we need some lights in our ceiling, even if they're not turned on, but we probably will turn them on. I want some like good industrial lights. Let's see. Is this a lamp? How big is it? I'm in edit mode. I feel like that looks like a light, not like a lamp. They've called it a lamp, but I feel like that's, yeah, that looks like an overhead light to me. We're going to use it as one. We're going to take it and move it to ceiling. Which means you need to turn ceiling back on. And we're going to take that and come here. There we go. Now we can see it. Now, let's move it to the center. Oh, come on. Do I have it selected? No. Now I do. Item. That is not at 0. All right, fine. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Okay, now I got to bring it back up again. All right, yeah, there we go. Okay, 7. Now, GY 5, 5. Cool. GX minus 5. Okay, so GX minus 10. So 10 is what we're going to do. So the first thing let's do is Q, add an array. Sure. And it's going to be X, constant array, 10, and count of 3. Yes, that'll give us 3 lines. We could do 12. I think I like that better. There we go. Yeah, okay. And then Q array, add a new array. And I'm going to say every, doesn't really matter. Minus 10. Let's do minus 5. Yeah. There we go. Lights. Not a lot of lights, but I don't even know that's going to really add much to our light in the room, but it gives us that kind of overhead light there that I like. That's cool. We could punch it up just a little bit, I guess. Emissive strength of, take it to 10. That's a little better. That feels a little bit more accurate. Still not doing much, but it's given us some more visibility into it, which is cool. I like that. Let's keep playing. Let's turn off ceiling again. I don't know if we want this one. Let's get rid of it. Keep that door open. Maybe see if we can put something else over here. Let's go look in big, medium, small into the industrial zone props, because that seems kind of on the nose. Set dressing. Cool. Bring in this. Can we fit that here in our door? Yeah, we can. Sweet. Definitely like that there. That's a fun one. Now, we've used up a lot of our wall space already, which is good. And the windows block a bunch too. But we can do more, and we should do more. Let's put a vent thing. And I like this one here. RY minus 90. Oh, 90. There we go. That feels cool. And I kind of like that it does break the window barrier because it'll give it more of a silhouette. Okay, so that can go there. And I do want to model some of my own stuff. I'm just throwing some things in here right now, but we're gonna do more. I like that one. We need to put a local door here. Every door should, like, it's not just going to be a truck door. There's going to be a person door. And put that there. That feels about right. And theoretically, there should probably be another one for safety, but I don't know. We're going to put one in. Save. Let's take a look now. There's our, yeah. That's a nice looking door. I like it. Oh, that's looking good. We can just use some of these greeble bits here. Cool. Where we want it. And here. Those should touch. Okay. I don't know why he's got stuff on the inside of it, but whatever. We're going to make them touch. Cool. I'm not worried about the fact it goes through our ceiling. That's fine. I like it. Could duplicate and put it over here too. Let's do that. Did I duplicate it? No. Alt D. Now I did. Put it over here. Again, because this area is going to get seen probably more, we might as well use it. We're laying out the whole space, but we really probably don't need to. But I just like doing it. It's fun. No, that's too far. There. And technically, then this one should come forward a little bit, which we'll do. Stopping and taking a look, kind of routinely. Cool. Yeah, nice. And I love things like this because we don't have to worry about being symmetrical or anything like that. It's going to be like, and stuff. Stuff is good. I'm going to take, just because I like these. I have a weakness for these palettes. I think I'll get rid of the wood. Cool. Okay. I want to do some stuff now, though. Kind of tired of kit bashing everything. So let's make some of our own shit now. I want create a cable from here to here. Smaller. Hey, Mew Mew. Okay. Cable there. Just duplicate it, I think. Is it going to interfere with the other stuff? Yes, we need to be a little careful. Now it's hanging through, which I actually really like. Is this one okay on this side? Not quite. Now it is. Cool. Couple of free hanging cables. Cool. Into that. Let's take them and join them together. And maybe make them just a rubber material. I think I've already got it, but rubber add material. Use existing. Yes, we did. Save. Taking a look. Cool. Then let's see. 6. Gonna solo that. And Shift A mesh. Or sorry, curve Bezier. Tab X vertices. We're just going to draw. I want to make sure we're on surface. Find my stylus. Where is it? There we go. Cool. And okay. And then bevel. Make it bigger. Okay. Cool. I'm good with that. Now, convert to mesh. Sure. Grab this, and Shift AC. Insulate. I'm going to go across here and here. Ah, does it give me an error? I need to look and see if I got there's an upgrade to this one since then, but it looks like it worked. So cool. Thickness, we'll bring our thickness in. We have to do it manually versus using anything. Cool. I like that. Offset. That's how thick it is. Cool. Great. I'm into that. And we're just gonna Alt D up. Cool. We actually join these together and apply all. And they're not actually that much mesh. That's fine. Although we could quad remesh them. Let's quad remesh them. Make it easier, the mesh a little bit better, and maybe make, if we need to UV it later, it'll help us. Quad count, it's only right now 512, and that's more than it needs to be. Let's just say 500. Remesh it. Cool. And where's the original? Insulate. There it is. Delete it. Now we have that covering up that pipe. I think that's fun looking. We can actually look. Tab. Cool. And this one, let's take L, S, Z, and let's just shrink it down a little bit so it doesn't look the same as the other one. Great. And give it a material of, I don't know what. I feel like a cloth of some kind, maybe. Let's look and see what we got in the way of fabs. That we like. Fabric. Actually, there's a different rubber that's kind of neat looking. Let's try that. Not the same rubber as the other one, but let's see. I might need to UV it though. Yeah, I think we do. Tab A, U, Smart UV Project, unwrap. Better. Good. This can be the original rubber. Nice. I don't know if anyone but me will notice that, but I love stuff like that. It's just fun. Okay. Going to come along here and create another cable. We could create cables all over the stuff. You basically can't have too many in a scene like this. Put it here and here. Scale it in and make it a lot. There we go. And we could simulate it. Which it already is probably falling pretty close to good, but there we go. And it can also be link materials, same rubber. Cool. Then maybe we put a little breakout box down here on this thing, like a controller or something. I want my person backs, or in this case, I'll just use my robots because they're about the right height. Except that select hierarchy, Shift D. Cool. GY. Oh, not local, right? Oh, screwed that up. Delete hierarchy. This guy. Select hierarchy. Now we got it. Shift D. Now. GY. Cool. GZ. And I want to make sure he's height-wise. Yeah. So he's about human height. Cool. We can definitely use it for that. And we put it right there. Cool. Mesh, or is it? Well, we can get it from a couple of places. Here. I like our cyber. We've been using the CyberDeck stuff, so let's keep using it. It's kind of fun. And these are neat shapes anyway. I want a keyboard. I want side panel monitor. I like that one. Sure. this, add insert there. RX90. Is that, let's see, which way does it go? I think it's the other way. Yes, there we go. Cool. And just drop it onto that, like so. Cool. And then actually going to hide it for right now. And Shift A, add a Bezier, X, vertices. Just that. All right. Oh, come on. Bezier curve. Cool. And draw on surface again. Give it a depth. Like that. Cool. Into it. And we'll just use the same material because I'm lazy. Okay. Nice. Maybe make it a little higher up. Make sure I don't go too high. No, we're still good. Cable still coming out of it. Perfect. Save. Got a little control there. There's lots of things to try to make it feel like a real space. I do like that one. Okay. So what else do we need to add to this bad boy here? I might want some chairs on the floor. Not too many, but some. I want to look and see what I have in the way of chairs. I kind of want like a folding chair sort of vibe. And that will work for that. There we go. I recognize it's not sci-fi, but it's a chair. That feels good. Maybe RZ 180. G. Q. Array. Cool. And that looks good. Now we could just duplicate it again. Q. Array. Add a new one. There we go. So we got chairs there. I like that. They're a little too organized, so we could apply it and move them, but that does seem like a pain in my ass. I wish there's a way to introduce like a randomness to it slightly. I think isn't there a new array modifier that does? Let's see. Modifiers, add a modifier. array. There's a randomize on it. Cool. Maybe I just get rid of these two. This is doing it the old way. Offset relative offset. Let's do a real offset. Randomize offset X slightly, offset Y slightly, but just a little. That feels better. We'll do 10. Maybe not quite so much here. 0.05. Okay, that's nice. And now we can duplicate offset transition. That is 0. We'll go with 5 and Y. We can give everybody 1. Cool. And there is randomness now. I love it. Randomized rotation Z of 2. Perfect. And the same thing on this one. Maybe. Is that too much? That might be too much because the whole thing. There we go. Oh, that's rotation. Sorry, that's not randomized. Randomized down here, rotation of Z of 2. Nice. I like that new array modifier. I have to remember to use that versus the one that's built into hardops, or see if the one in hardops is updated. Let's pull it back just a little bit. So we got some chairs there for people to watch. We've got the seats on the side here, liking that. Very much liking that. Okay. They're even blue, which I wasn't planning on, but they match to that. Nice. Happy accents. Okay. Now, we can just throw some more things on the ground, and that will be cool. I think we're going to want just a chain here, maybe. You honestly can't have too much of this stuff. Really. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. Let's see. Great. That's fine. Then ooh, a wall chain. Do a chain here. RZ90, yeah, RX90. Q, add, this one we'll do a regular array. Up. Cool. Increase the count. Good deal. I like it. I even kind of like that it's hanging out a little bit from it. You're assuming this was designed to be a wrestling arena. This is a warehouse, man. This is underground. This is raw. This space is certainly not meant to be in a wrestling arena. It has been repurposed. It may even get used during the week for other stuff too. That's why. Mhm. Cool. Now, kind of want yes, good. Shift D, P section. Okay. That's why I didn't just use a straight up arena model, is because I want it to be something that's a little bit less prefab. Let's line that up there, which means we got to move this thing. Oh, there's already oh no, sorry, there was a duplicate. That's right. Okay, because they're staying on top of each other. 7. There we go. And this, I want to be a bit longer. So it goes to the ceiling. Cool. Cool. Again, we need to move this one. Let's see if we need to move this one. Great. Cool. I like having both of those there. That's what I could. Then this, this, this. Yeah. No. This. This. The floor. No. Fine. Shift S 2. No. Object set origin to geometry. There we go. Screw you. Yes. Mirrored. Cool. That just gives our corners something to see and blocks the just being kind of a shitty seam of materials. Now it feels like it has more intent in those corners, and I like it. Cool. Okay. Let's keep going. Add more stuff. I think up here, let's just throw a 2K mechanical box, or even a 1K. We'll go at 2K mechanical box. Here. RY 90. Great. And create a cable from here to here. Great. Can line it up a little bit more. Cool. Link materials. The great thing about spaces like this is you don't have to worry about like, do the colors match, whatever? Because honestly, sometimes just having just some random box in there makes it better. Like colors don't match. Cool. Good. I like that. I feel like these walls are not working for me yet, though, material-wise, as I look at it. So let's do something about that. That's the concrete plywood warm. All right. Let's go see if we can find a better concrete. Concrete grime. Let's see. How do we feel about it? Yeah, that's cooler. I feel like that is better. We could still adjust the UV on it. Let's see. Smart UV project, unwrap just to get everything. Huh? What's going on there? Is that just showing the stuff that's, oh, it's just showing what's in the square. I see, that's cool. A scale. Is that better? Or worse? Let's see. Bigger or smaller, better? Which way do we like it more? I think we want to go the other direction. Like that. That feels better to me. I think that is better. Cool. I might want to brighten it up a little bit. It's pretty dark. That's easy enough to do. Let's look and see. Nothing wrong with it being a really dark concrete, but HuSat val value of 2. I feel like that works better. Again, for what we're looking at. Into it. It's still really dark, which is fine. But maybe we'll bring our camera up a little bit. Let's grab our cameras. Hey, Alexa, 65. Sure. come on. Camera. It was 65, yes. Lens. Cook 50 anamorphic. Which will make 35. Okay. Exposure. Set it to 8. 8 looks pretty good, actually. I like 8. Feeling pretty nice. Okay, and then let's just, while we're playing, jump it back and around. Don't use solid color. So maybe we want to go a little bit brighter. That's what I was thinking. 7. 7 feels good. Now these windows, glass rough, shading. I want to add grunge improved. Let's see. That can be too grungy. That's pretty grungy. Let's try, actually, I haven't tried this. Let's see. Ambient occlusion. That's actually not bad. Kind of into that. Let's add ramp. Cool. I wonder if we take this object here, Q, add modifier, solidify it. To go out, right? Offset of 0. So I'm going to go out and in, thickness of 0.1. We'll go in a little bit, so we might have to double check some of those wall stuff, but yeah, I think it's fine. Okay. Does that fix our window more? Yes, that gives us on all sides of the window. You got dirt on those windows now. Lots of dirt on those windows. Which is great because I didn't really want to let a lot in light in anyway. Just feels better. Okay. Now, I can't really show a full-on match because I don't have enough humans for the audience right now. So, but we should put a couple people in here. Just kind of cuz I think that will be nice. Let's turn off our ceiling again. So let's bring in promenade space because I have all my people there. Pull them all at one time. Come on. Taking forever to load. We'll come back here in a minute. Just double look, see if we want to. A few more things I do want to add in here too. I could duplicate this, and I think I'm going to. Q, convert to mesh. Join it with that. That. Mirror it. We can mirror it this way too. Yeah, that's fine. I'm all right with that. Actually, undo. I'm not going to do it that way. I'll mirror it to floor. Yeah, that gives us more in the center space there. Cool. All right. People have come up. Promenade space. Human gen. Select objects. Just look at them. Way faster. Okay. I think we want this guy. Because he had the gray, he had the brown coat, which I just think was cooler. Claude 1. Select his hierarchy. Yes. Copy objects. Collection. Paste him. Did he paste? Yes, there he is. Move him to new collection. Beepball. Let's bring him into the space. He's going to be like, I don't know, the owner or the manager, right? Because he's operating while no one else is around. So that's fine. Keep him there. It's not about the people, but I kind of wouldn't mind a couple of people. He's got his facey thing on in public because he is a Nobel. I really do like his brown jacket, though. I think that worked out. Is there any more people I want from the other one? Don't want the ladies. No, I think we're good. Just wanted him. Don't save. I might bring in a worker or two that would not, and then we could just use some of the big, medium, small people for that because they don't need the face mask because they are not nobles. Big, medium, small, industrial zone, characters, posed. We want, who do we want? This is worker room bag. Guy there. And then Looking for somebody else from something else even. These Tokyo people are too nice looking, I think. Oh, this guy smoking's not bad. This guy here. Let's move him. I'm going to put him like over here, maybe. Cool. And where's the cyberpunk characters? Are there anyone we like? Crowd characters. Posed 2K. These guys are all very cool, but they don't necessarily, not necessarily what I want for someone very cool, but this guy could be neat though. I just feel like we need a couple of people. Well, we had him. He also helps give us this, like, it is a sci-fi world. Talking to that guy. Cool. And it's going to be dark, particularly when we put the ceiling back on, so not really worried too much about their details. But I did want a couple. He goes to people. Want all these guys in people. Is that all four of them? Yes. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody else I want. Don't really need any army types or anything like that. No. Do one or two more, maybe. This guy here. Okay. He's like he's working on something, so we can just have him. There. That's sort of a scene. Like it. Let's see. I could put some air conditionings in here somewhere. That might be fun. Mhm. Mhm. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats in. I'm not going to worry about it exactly, but Cool. Duplicate it on both sides. Are they up too high? Yeah, they're all up too high. No, just those things. Cool. We could take 2 and just 1 rather. Alt D, remove the mirror. And bring it over to here. Again, roughly on the 5th seat. Sure. Fifth seat. Cool. I like those. Yeah, it's little things, but little things add up to big things. Let's take this here, and we're going to throw this box right next to this guy here. So it's like he's using it for maybe parts to work on this thing. Cool. Oh, it was good. And a couple of garbage cans, always good. Let's see. But again, just really low tech. Some buckets. Cool. Did I get rid of the first one? Damn it, I did. Okay. Some rando buckets sitting around. Then maybe to like here. Here. Nice. Something like that's really simple, but just helps break up your space. And same vibe, we'll put some here. Oh, that's odd. Okay. RX 90, no, RX minus 90, RZ minus 90. Yep. Cool. GY. And I suppose we could, I'm going to just edit it. E3 U cylinder projection. And I'm actually going to give it plus assign distress hull. Take a look. Cool. Just a box. But I think we're pretty good. Just taking a look to see if there's anything else I really want to throw on this thing. A couple of wire assemblies might be cool. Again, just to kind of keep it feeling real. Let's see. RX. All right. Now it should go the other way. The 180. Okay. Does it go that way or the other way? No, it's actually right before. RZ90. Cool. It's going to take it all the way down like that. It doesn't even go far. It just goes to there. But fun. Kind of helps split our space up. And I feel like this is a reasonably complete space for this right now. We could obviously keep throwing stuff on here, but I don't feel like it's missing anything anymore. Let's take a look. That feels pretty good to me. Got enough breakup of things. No matter where you look, there's a little thing for your eye to see. And that's kind of the important part that we're trying to do. Yeah. I'm liking it. I think it has pretty much the vibe I was going for. Go back here into the center. Oh, and we get to change our resolution to widescreen, IMAX, render 100. There we go. Super wide. Feels good. Let me make it a bit brighter. Let's see. Yeah, just so we can see. And this robot dude there. Let's just bring him closer. Because this space is a little empty in the foreground. So we'll give it that. Yeah, I am down with this. I think we have achieved what we wanted to achieve, and it's just about perfect time. So I will get renders of this posted up later on this morning. In the meantime, thanks a lot for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will be back again tomorrow with something else. We'll keep working on this world, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.